My name is Molly Atkinson, and this is Pins and Needles. Pins is for the pinball. Needles is, I'm a tailor, costume designer person, so that's how Pins and Needles is still here. I get the talent on camera looking snappy and beautiful, and then come back to my pinball games.
If you're getting into it, you have these very few choices out in like bowling alleys, arcades here and there, but the really beautiful machines, the history of this hobby is kind of buried in people's garages and game rooms, and she's trying to bring that back.
I like when they would make up a whole artwork package and a whole theme for a game from someone's imagination, more than like some scans from the movie put onto a translate. When I first started Pins and Needles, I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I could just get some interest and have some folks come in, which I guess happened. People meet here, they hang out outside of here, they track down other pinball games and go play them together, and that makes me really happy.
If you live on the east side of LA, sometimes it can feel like you will never hang out with the people that you know, but pinball is a great window into everyone who lives here and a chance to like get to know the community in a different way.
A place like this seems to be a pretty improbable success, and that doesn't happen by accident. You know, she's put in a lot of work.
If you're not a millionaire and you want to have a pinball collection, you need to start learning some tech skills right away. I've heard the games were designed to last between like 5 and 7 years, and so I've got some 40-year-old guys in here who are pretty crotchety at this point. Like, you need to get your soldering iron out, and a screwdriver, and a net driver, and just get in there and start tackling the problems because they won't fix themselves. I'd say the vast majority of folks who come in are pretty new to the hobby itself. I just am really drawn to the idea of people, anyone, and even someone who lives on the street can come up and have a few flips. It's kind of like a die-hard crazy notion, but I don't know, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I have 2 favorite things. One is first reactions to Future Spa, and the second is when an old man comes in and like tears up because, you know, oh, I never thought I'd see one of these. I met my 3rd wife playing one of these or something. There's all kinds of good stuff like that happens. And I also really like when people bring their kids in. Our league started where I just asked a couple of my friends, like, please come to this thing. It'll be so fun, and maybe bring someone with you. So we were scrambling with like a dozen people, and it was a great time, but now the league, we're in our 11th season, we're 38 men deep, and I have to turn people away, and a lot of them are novices, never really played too much before. They just thought it was a neat thing, or, you know, hadn't seen one in a while.
And there's a lot of people here, and it's fun to hear all the noise and everything going. Sometimes it's like competitive, but it's like really kind of good competitive and everything like that. So it's like, it's exciting because everybody just wants everybody to do good and stuff.
Overall, I was never like, this is my plan. This is what I'm going to do, and I will succeed or I will fail, but this is where my effort is going. It's never been that way. It's always been like, well, I don't know, I'm gonna try this and then evolve it and see what happens. I don't understand people who can't enjoy a game of pinball. I can see that you can have a frustrating ball here or there, but it doesn't make sense to me when someone can walk up to a 40-year-old machine filled with lights and bells and whistles and not think, this is cool. I don't get it. It happens, but I don't get it.
SoulPancake, subscribe!